Hello everybody, welcome back to F1 Manager 2023 as we're progressing through Season 2 and we're back for the Emilio Romangia Grand Prix in Italy. And it should be a pretty good one. But let's go have a look to see how we've been getting on in this season so far. As you can see, we are 5th in the Constructors Championship, above Alpine by a whopping 30 something points. I can't be asked to figure that out. And we're not too far off Mercedes, 8 points off Mercedes actually, and still Aston Martin still in touching reach, Red Bull and Ferrari sort of running away with it in the top 2 at the moment. Points for both our drivers, Magnus on 38, Théo Pourchaire on 15, so both drivers having a pretty good start to the season. And the DHL pit stop, we are top by 69 points. We're absolutely smashing it in that one, which is lovely, lovely stuff. So if we go and have a look at what we've done so far, so Bahrain was the last episode. We followed that up with Saudi Arabia, where we didn't do too badly actually. Kevin Magnussen finished 6th. Théo Pourchaire crashed out, did not finish in that one. So the young rookie driver, he's having a bit of a tumultuous start to his career, but he's not doing too bad. But K-Mag scoring good points for us in Jeddah. We next followed that up with Melbourne, which was disappointing completely. Théo Pourchaire got 8th, which isn't too bad, but Kevin Magnussen did not finish on that one, putting his car in the barrier and damaging, well, writing off all of his engine components basically. We'll go and check them out in a minute. And in Saudi Arabia, yeah, Théo Pourchaire crashed and wrote off all of his engine components as well. We then went to Baku and had a much better performance sort of in Baku. Kevin Magnussen up into 6th. Théo Pourchaire again did not finish. Bit disappointing really, because he did really well in the sprint race, but yeah, that was it. And then we've been to Miami, which was easily our best result so far this evening. K-Mag on the podium in 3rd, and Théo Pourchaire not far off it in 5th. So yeah, really good performance from Haas in that, and that coincided with a number of upgrades that we'd brought to the car. So if we go and have a look at how our car stands against the rest of the grid, you'll see here that we've just briefly, car number 2 and car number 1 are very different at the moment because of components that we've designed. One part is gone on car 1 and things like that. So our best car is car number 1. We are the 13th highest top speed, the 1st in acceleration, 1st in DRS effectiveness, 9th best in low speed cornering, 6th best in medium speed cornering, 1st the fastest car on the grid in high speed cornering, 7th in dirty air tolerance, 7th in brake cooling, 19th in engine cooling. The 20th car is car number 2, but we do have the lightest car as well. So I'm expecting Imola to be pretty good because we're the best in high speed cornerings, we're pretty good in medium speed cornerings, and we're pretty good for top speed as well. So I am expecting us to be in a good position here. And as you can see, car 2 is just a little bit off the pace. Top speed is just 2nd in line. We've got 2nd in acceleration, 2nd in DRS effectiveness, 12th in low speed, 10th in medium speed, 9th in high speed, and engine cooling isn't as good either. But yeah, we've been learning as we go through this first season, especially having a young rookie driver like Théo Pourchaire. We do have to keep an eye on that as well. We've been investing in facilities, so we've got a bit of stuff happening. We've got a temporary shutdown due to a sponsor obligation in our factory, but the design centre does need a bit of repairs. But ideally I'd quite like to upgrade all of these things eventually. But yeah, the CFD simulator does need a refurb at the moment. The wind tunnel, I'd love to get that to be a bit better as well. The car park test centre needs a refurb. We've got 8.2 million in the bank, but at the moment these things can just sort of wait, to be honest. We are upgrading the race simulator to get a 5-star race simulator, which is good. Team Hub has been upgraded, one more since the last episode, and the operations facility means we've got a full-blown helipad, and our boardroom is looking a bit better, as is our tour centre and memorabilia room as well, to get money and sort of reputation and team attractiveness. So yeah, it's all going pretty well at the moment. So let's get into the Emilio Romangia Grand Prix. I will go and do all the practice sessions and we'll be back for qualifying. Okay, practice sessions done. K-Mag with a 94% setup and Théo Pourchaire with a 93% setup as well, which is very good all round, to be honest. Now we are on the ATA qualifying, which means you have to do hard tyres, then medium tyres, then soft tyres. So this could be interesting. But to show you the damage that each driver has done to their components, you can see here one of the engines already down to 52% for K-Mag. That's taken a knock. One of the ERSs is already down to 55% for K-Mag, and one of his gearboxes already down to 13%. So yeah, it's been an interesting start to this save. And it just gets worse for Théo Pourchaire. One of his engines down to 9% already, so yep, that's not going to be lasting as long. An ERS down to 5%, that's not going to be lasting too much longer either. And a gearbox, 2 of them already completely destroyed, which is excellent. Thank you, Theo, for that one, or Tio, because you've got a little accent over your E. Right, we are going for 1 lap, no cooldown laps, and you'll see why we're going to do this in a minute. But yeah, let's get into the hard compound qualifying and see how we get on. I'm expecting us to do pretty well. We've got a fast car, we're in a good position, and yeah, it's a track that should suit how our cars are set up, even though there is some slight differences between each of the cars. Right, we've got some players going out, so Bottas, Albon and Piastri all go. Hamilton is going to go out after them as well. Let's just see if we can get a nice bit of air here. So, no we don't, because I pressed that just as Zhou came out. Bloody hell. So yeah, Magnussen is right behind Ocon, but don't worry, we'll probably overtake him in a minute anyway, and then Pourchaire can get that bit of free air. And then what we do is we go on to attack straight away to get some temperature in those tyres, and hopefully we'll get into a little bit of free air, because we should get around Zhou and not catch Hamilton. So we'll just watch Magnussen here. He's going to come around that final corner. His tyres are already nearly up to temperature. We're going to deploy there, and then we just keep an eye on Théo Pourchaire, because he's going to get to this section as well. Push and deploy. And then, right, so K-Mag is already away. He got past Zhou. He should have a free run. Pourchaire should have a very good free run as well. So hopefully this gives us a decent result, as K-Mag puts in a time that puts him second behind Lewis Hamilton. So that may actually not be as good as I'm thinking, because we generally have outpaced the Mercedes most times, as Théo Pourchaire comes around and puts himself 5th to start. So again, not too bad, but I was expecting potentially higher. Slower than Bottas. Interesting. Of course, we are on the hard tyres here with 11 minutes to go, so we are just going to let them see. We're going to see what other times we're going. We've gone quicker than Perez in a Red Bull. The 2 Mercedes and a Ferrari ahead of us at the moment. Stroll goes quick. The Aston Martin is very, very fast in this series at the moment. Alonso's going to come across the line. Oh, he must just be doing his flying lap now. With 8 minutes to go, we are going to go out again, so we will prep it. I'm just wondering if we do something different with the run plan. 2 flying laps, no cooldowns. Let's try that actually for both drivers. We'll just give them a bit of a go with that. So 2 flying laps on those hards, confirm. We could well be safe. I mean, Verstappen's gone very, very slow as well. Again, it's just about finding some free air. So a lot of people there are coming in for their cooldown lap. So if we go out now, we should hopefully get in a good position. There's a red flag. Ooh, what has happened there for a red flag? I'm not too sure who caused it. It's none of us. We've only just gone back out. So, red flag. Oscar Piastri. He was on a full big spin into the barrier. Oscar Piastri having a bit of an issue now. We're at the moment we're 6th and 11th, which is fine. Neither driver has retired. We will stick on that hard tyre because we have to. Yep, and that one as well. And then we'll just have to see how long is left. Now, I'm expecting Verstappen and Sainz to get ahead of us. But we'll see what this is going to look like, because we've got 5 minutes left. 2 laps. 2 laps on those hard tyres. We can do it again. And we just let them sort of go, right? So there goes Albon, there goes Ocon, there goes Stroll, Perez, Gasly. Let's get Magnussen out in all of that. And then we'll put Théo Pourchaire's going to have a lovely bit of free air in front of him. We're going to let this one go manually, or automatically. Let the AI control us for this one, as Albon is catching up to Théo Pourchaire. Hopefully Pourchaire, yes, will get out in front of Bottas as well. So should be in a pretty good position here, as K-Mag doesn't go any quicker, but Pourchaire is setting a much faster time, and he does improve. That should see us through, to be honest. Yeah, more than enough to see us through. Magnussen 6th, Pourchaire 9th. There's some radio chatter going on in the background, but that has got us through on the hard tyres, now onto the mediums, which again we should be a little bit quicker. So we're going to try the same tactic that we did last time. One lap, get it onto attack mode. It works very well with the softs. Obviously, it's the first time I'm trying it with different sort of tyres, because I'm used to just qualifying in the softs. So Piastri did get through, even though he crashed on that lap. So we're going to go out. Sonoda's going to start a fast lap here, as Albon's just going to come out in front of him. So we're going to go there, and then take manual control, confirm, get that into attack mode, take manual control, confirm. I need to pause this because I'm going to have to get ready to do Magnussen's flying lap in a minute. So we're going to come around there, let's get our pace up, push, deploy, keep an eye on Pourchaire, get through that chicane, and then push, deploy, and K-Mag should have a pretty free run. He's going to catch Albon at some point, I think. Come on, Pourchaire, get past those two in the DRS. Damn, he didn't. But he does overtake them both on straights, which is helpful. As K-Mag is setting a time of 1:13. He goes quickest so far, and Pourchaire goes 4th fastest. So not too bad for both drivers. We'll just conserve those tyres and ERS and everything like that. Not a bad first stint. Okay, we're going to send both drivers out again. We're going to send them relatively close to each other as well. I think Magnussen's through. He's up in 3rd. But Pourchaire down in 12th is going to be pretty interesting. Now, we're going to leave this on automatic again, just to see if they can improve with slightly worn tyres. But we'll see. Albon is catching K-Mag, but he's going to start his flying lap, as Pourchaire does just hit a little bit of traffic, but should be okay. Neither of them improving at the moment, but it's the second lap I'm actually interested in to see if this does improve. K-Mag sets a purple sector on the second lap, and he could be on for the fastest lap here in qualifying. He stays 3rd but improves.
So you're currently P3.
And what about Theo? Theo is across as well. I think he improved as well. No, he's doing his second lap? No, he's not. They're through. So Pourchaire doesn't improve. He's going to be out. But K-Mag qualifying 3rd in Q2. Yeah, so Theo Pourchaire is out, but Kevin Magnussen through into Q3 qualifying 3rd fastest, which is lovely to see. There is a difference between the two cars, remember. So K-Mag does have the naturally faster car. And we're going to go for our little tactic of 1 lap to start. We'll manage Q3, confirm. And we're going to just let some others go first. Stroll's going to go out into that free air. And then Hamilton. Albon. Now the thing is, I don't want Stroll. I'm going to let Stroll go past here like that. And then we're going to get into that bit of clean air. Alonso's going to follow us out. So take manual control, confirm, get on attack as quick as we can. Come through here, around that last chicane. Push. Deploy. We haven't quite got the tyres up to temperature, but they should get there. There we go. They're in temperature now. They're in the range, as Magnussen is going to start his flying laps. Obviously a green sector 1, a green sector 2 because he's not set a time yet, and then through he goes. So pause that. He's currently 8th, so not amazing. Conserve, 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 and harvest. He'll be coming in this lap. So yeah, and then we'll go and do another. We'll go and do another section as well. We'll do 2 laps. On a push, because that's what got him the best positioning on the medium tyre. So I'm sort of like, let's just really go for it. Let's get him a fresh pair of softs on and run plan 2 laps, confirm, and we basically send him out as soon as we can into a bit of space. So there goes Zhou and Gasly. That looks like Albon. We're going to be chasing down Alex Albon in qualifying, but we're going to let it just run automatic with these 2 fast laps. And it was on his second lap he actually set his fastest time. Get past those. Yes, good. Did get past those. Shouldn't hit too much traffic. Oh, he's caused a red flag.
Red flag.
K-Mag is obviously spun. Oh, damn it, K-Mag. There's going to be more damaged components.
Here we are down at turn 7.
He was pushing and he's it. That's going to be a broken rear wing. Could be gearbox absolutely knackered. So K-Mag is out. He's going to be starting 10th. Ugh. Man, that's really annoying because I think we're on for a good qualifying there. But it's going to be 10th and what? 15th, 14th I think it was. So a little bit irritating. And the race is cloudy but no rain. So let's have a look. Yeah, okay. So he's knackered the chassis. So he's now got to go... Oh, we're going to have to emergency manufacture it. that chassis, install on car 1. Rear wing, install on car 1. Oh man, we've only got... And you can't... Oh, this is going to cost us so much money. You better make this worthwhile, K-Mag. Rear wing, install on car 1. Suspension. Oh my god, as if we don't have any suspension either. I thought we did. I thought we had all this stuff, but it's obviously currently being manufactured. Install on car 1. K-Mag, you've cost us an absolute fortune there. ERS 44%, so he's knackered that more. His gearbox, he's knackered that down to 48%. I don't think the game realises that we're sort of cheating here, so we're going to have to buy a new... Basically, it means we're going to have to stop designing and researching new components because we're going to have to watch the cost cap, but... Bloody hell, K-Mag, you knob. Right, let's see if we can come up with a strategy that allows us to push a lot. Get on a set of hards in the middle, that should work. 12 seconds quicker, 13 seconds quicker. We do have another set of medium, maybe 15 seconds is the push there. Yeah, 15 seconds is the best I think we can get if we end on softs. 23 seconds improvement. There we go. Lovely. We'll do that for K-Mag then. Pushing... Oh, although we don't have those hards pushing all the way. Push. Push. Ah, there we go. Onto the medium tyre. And then... Ah, so this is a used set of mediums. So maybe we do have to go medium, end on the softs. Would we rather go soft push? This is an interesting little conundrum here because I do want to push. I do want to push our tyres quite hard. 4 seconds quicker. It's saying it's quicker to actually push on those mediums. So we'll go push, push, and then slightly soft on the softs. I think, Tio, we're going to mix this up a little bit here. We're going to do the same strategy, but... Oh, have you got 2 sets of hards? No, they're used, aren't they? They've got to be used hards. Yeah, they're definitely used hards. So we'll get you on a medium. And I think we go like that till the end, mediums till the end. We need to sort that out there. 15 seconds is the best we can do. I think that's what we go for with Tio as well. And then with Tio, we have a little bit of a tactical tweak in the system as well, which I'll show you in a minute. Because he's not very good at overtaking, we actually ask him not to push too much. We'll take a bit of fuel out of the car because we're not too bad on fuel saving at the moment either. And there we go. Let's get into the race. Here we are then, Imola in Italy, and it's an Aston Martin that is on front row. It's actually Alonso and Perez as the front two. So we're off. We're on board with K-Mag, who's right on the back of Zhou in front of him. Oh, I mean, Zhou's tyre just literally went through Ocon there, but it also made us slow down a little bit. We'll just get the ERS battle on, and then Théo Pourchaire, rarely defend, low aggression, because we don't want him making incidents, to be honest. So yeah, we're happy for him to use his natural pace without really pushing it too hard. K-Mag will, you know, once his confidence gets up, we ask him to do a lot of overtaking, but we're okay. We're okay how we are at the moment. So let's have a look who's on what around us. We've got a few hard runners, some softs. Yeah, okay, a bit of a mix actually. Big bit of a mix as Théo Pourchaire gets overtaken by Piastri, but we're not too fussed about that at the moment. Obviously, Imola's a very, very quick, short circuit. And yeah, well, K-Mag's done himself no favours by braking his whole car, basically, during qualifying, as someone just flew there with a late brake. Is Bottas doing a really good job. Valtteri Bottas, to be honest. That was a lovely little move. Yeah, K-Mag's not doing too much at the moment. Pourchaire re-overtakes Oscar Piastri as K-Mag comes round into the final corner to come down the start-finish straight. And yeah, he's lacking a bit. I'm going to hope Bottas is on softs. He's not. He's on mediums as well. So the Alfa Romeo shouldn't be that quick, but it is. 5 laps into this one and we're starting to make some moves as, yeah, we get easily past Ocon in the Alpine there. K-Mag doing a lovely move. Théo Pourchaire's moved up a spot as well at some point. I think he overtook Sonoda, I think it was. Yes, he did. And he's hunting down Bottas, who's now dropped off the pace. So the AI was pushing quite hard at the beginning. But, yeah, Zhou in front of K-Mag now. And Pourchaire is trying to get Bottas, but, yeah, he's getting a little bit annoyed that his overtakes are failing. But he will get him eventually because he's got a faster car, he's on faster tyres, and he'll be in a good... I mean, look how close he is to Valtteri Bottas there. And in theory, we could give him a bit of a boost of ERS as well, but there's not too much point, because he should get this done with DRS, even if Bottas gets it as well. As Bottas goes sort of defensive, Théo Pourchaire, go on, you should be able to get this done. You're a faster car, and you've got better tyres. And you've got the soft tyres, and he's got the inside Théo Pourchaire. We're going to watch this one live. So they're still battling. They're still battling as Théo Pourchaire is trying to get past him, and he is past him. Lovely move from Théo Pourchaire up into 12th. Both drivers making moves again as Théo Pourchaire overtakes Charles Leclerc, believe it or not, who's all the way back here. And yeah, just sticks it up the inside on this corner and then has better traction than the Monegasque driver. And he was a bit unlucky to not get a double move done there, Théo. He probably could have done. But yeah, both drivers doing well. And Kevin Magnussen is on the charge. He's up into 6th place now, just getting past Alex Albon, trying to... Basically, we're keeping up with this group in front if we can. Albon is on the hard tyres, so he'll be going a bit longer. But yeah, K-Mag gets it done. Lovely stuff. Kevin Magnussen has just overtaken Perez and Russell on the same lap and is up into 3rd place. You can see him just squeezing George Russell off. It's a lovely move. He is flying, K-Mag. Okay, so Théo Pourchaire coming around the final corner, coming in for his first stop of the race off those soft tyres. Did a good job up to 11th, was fighting for 10th, but obviously we're on a 2-stop strategy. A lot of these won't be. But yeah, he's in for his stop. K-Mag, when he got his 3rd place finish, actually had 2 really slow stops as well. So, and Théo Pourchaire is having one now, so I shouldn't have said anything, but that sort of doubled his stop time that he should have been. He's going to come out last. But he'll easily be able to make up some pace, so he should be fine. And obviously everyone else will be pitting as well, which is when Théo then needs to really get the hammer down. So K-Mag is doing all right. He'll be coming into pit pretty soon as well. Let's just get him off those tyres to make sure he doesn't get a puncture or keep him down. In fact, let's get him in onto the hards a lap early, but it should make a bit of sense to get that done. But yeah, Théo Pourchaire first stop done. K-Mag will be coming in pretty soon from 3rd position, where he was battling Perez and Russell, or Alonso and Perez. So hopefully we come back out in that sort of battle. And K-Mag now is coming in. Hopefully there's no issues with his pit stop. The team were well rested. They weren't fatigued, so there should be minimal chances of problems. But who knows? He obviously has got to go a long way down this straight, get off those medium tyres onto the hards, and it's a much better stop, 2.041. So hopefully we come out well in front of our teammate, who's Théo Pourchaire, can now push on those hard tyres. We can get him going. And K-Mag, so it's that's a good stop. We've got the fastest pit stop of everyone in the race. 34 seconds is what we're making up when everyone comes into pit. So K-Mag is out. We'll get him to push on those tyres as well, and hopefully we see these guys climb the order. Next time we come back, hopefully we'll be much higher up, although Théo Pourchaire is a long way off. He's a long way off. Let's get him to do a few really quick laps. So K-Mag sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far and has overtaken Lance Stroll, who's going to the pit. So it's going to be, yeah, interesting. About 34 seconds, I think we said. 30 seconds, something like that. So we are only 22 seconds off the lead. And Pourchaire's 33 seconds off, so not too bad. Obviously, we're going to be having another stop as well. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting race. I assume a lot of these people are going to be doing a 1-stop, so we need to make our pace count. Okay, so Perez has pit. Remember, that's who we were sort of battling with. But we are on the charge. We are absolutely on the charge here because both our drivers are doing really well. K-Mag back up into 8th, Pourchaire 13th. And Perez is just exiting the pit lane. Is going to be coming out quite far behind us, I think. We'll see, 12 seconds behind us. So yeah, us pushing on these tyres has really helped. As K-Mag going for a move on a Ferrari again and sort of pushes him a little bit wide, but gets past Leclerc. Lovely stuff. But we do need to make this pace count, because obviously we're going on to the soft tyres with both drivers at the end. So, well, Teo Porchero, we're going to the mediums, but yeah, both drivers nearly back in the points. And again, if we get both drivers in the points, that's a successful race. And K-Mag is getting back into the top 3, although he's got another stop. But you can see here, gets past Gasly, hunting down the Williams as well. And K-Mag is going to have the lead of this Grand Prix when all of these people in front of him have to come into pit. And then it's just a case of how much clean air can we get through. So we've got Albon is, what, 2.5 seconds in front of us. But yeah, these guys haven't pitted. And we're coming round to basically catch them up. So hopefully this all goes well. Okay, so people pitting. Hamilton pits, Albon pits, puts Magnussen up into second place with Alonso and Zhou and Gasly still to pit as well. So Perez is basically our sort of main rival. He's 22 seconds behind us. So if we can keep pushing and extend that gap, we could be challenging for a win here in Imola. But yeah, we are Haas and things can definitely go wrong for us. They normally do. So Porcher down here 27 seconds behind Alonso. So even again, when Alonso pits, Porcher should jump him as well. But it's been an interesting race. It's been a very good race so far. And we've managed it well. The drivers are driving well. We've managed it well. Porcher obviously had that pit stop issue early on as well. But we're in a good position here. Okay, so Alonso has pitted, which has given Magnussen the lead of the Grand Prix. But Perez, as you can see now, in 12 seconds behind. So Perez definitely making up the time on those fresh tyres. We just need to get to that soft stint and see how we get on. We've asked K-Mag just to ease off the tyres, but now he's actually doing much better for his tyre wear. We could ask him to push again. The same with Teo as well. We can get him to push a little bit more. As Gasly comes into pit, Porcher up to 7th, but I think it's just been overtaken by Verstappen as Leclerc sets the fastest time. Albon, yeah, you can see Porcher just starting to drop down the order, but we are asking him to be less aggressive just so that he avoids getting into incidents. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. K-Mag is at the peak of his confidence, so he's in a good position, leading the Grand Prix. Hamilton and Perez battling behind him. This is interesting because we will pit. Oh my god, we are going to come out quite far away when we pit, but who knows? I mean, if there's a safety car or something, it's going to suit us down to the ground, so we wait and see. Teo Porcher in the lane for his final stop of this Grand Prix. He is going to tumble down the order a bit here, but he's going to be going on to the soft tyre, the medium tyre, sorry, to finish this one, and hopefully get back into those points with a good final push under some real pace as well. So he should come out well ahead of Gasly, or is it going to be quite close to Gasly actually? It's going to go out of 7, so he's got to make up 5 places to get back into the points. So he will have much fresher tyres to get done. There's a yellow flag out there, which is going to cause some issues, I'm sure, as Ocon runs wide. But yeah, push, 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 Theo. Come on, you can do this. Get back into those points and make this tactic worthwhile. Magnussen, yeah, he's going to drop down the order a lot. He is going to drop down the order a lot. It's a shame, but it's the strategy we've committed to. So from leading the race, Kevin Magnussen is going to come in to pit. And we're expecting him to come out around Russell in 10th, which is, again, a bit of a shame. But we should be very, very quick on these soft tyres to finish. So K-Mag into the lane. He's got that drive down to the Haas team who are prepared, ready for this. Come on, K-Mag, a good stop. We just need a good stop. The tyres are off. New tyres are on and he's away. 2.044 seconds. That was good. They're saying there's not going to be any traffic. Verstappen is going to take him. I think Leclerc is probably going to take him. But K-Mag will accelerate away. No, he's not. He's going to come out in 7th. That's a great stop for Kevin Magnussen. And he's got 14 seconds to make up, potentially, to get back to Alonso. Can he do it on these soft tyres? Maybe. Maybe. Porcher's got a lot of time to make up as well. But we'll let the drivers get on with it now that our strategies are done. 15 laps to go and Kevin Magnussen, as you would expect on these soft tyres, is just zooming around, already catching up with Max Verstappen. You can just see him there having a nice little battle. So there's potential here that he could do something quite wonderful. He's lapping nearly 2 seconds a lap quicker than Alonso. 15 laps to go. What's that? That's 30 seconds is the difference. And he is 11.9 behind. So we just need to pass Max Verstappen. We might give him a little bit of a bump with battery as well to get that done as we go on board here. What can he do? Max Verstappen obviously is going to defend really hard and really well, but yeah, our tyres and our battery is too much for him there. And now we just have to get away and try and get towards Mr. Lance Stroll. We're going to go into high overtake aggression for when we do get towards Lance Stroll. But yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close. Oh, we've got a virtual safety car, which again should favour us because it's going to allow us to extend our tyres out a little bit longer. It's going to be really interesting the end of this race. A virtual safety car doesn't really help anyone, to be honest. Piastri is the person that crashed. Oh, I pressed the wrong one there. Let's have a quick look at Piastri's crash while I was just sorting everything out. He's just on his own, Oscar Piastri, and is it the same incident? It's the same incident that K-Mag had in qualifying to cause the red flag. Oscar Piastri not learning from that. But yeah, so Pourchaire on the back of Ocon, or the two Alpines really. It may mean he runs out of time to get this done. But K-Mag is on the back of Lance Stroll. And this is only going to help K-Mag on those soft tyres. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this turns out. So there is 10 laps to go. The virtual safety car is about to end. And we are going to get Pourchaire and K-Mag right on the attack in this one. So as the safety car is ending, there we go. Is it ended now? And, well, K-Mag's put himself in a wonderful position to get this move done on Lance Stroll. He's got a lot of people into this corner. Doesn't quite get it done this time, but hopefully can just accelerate out of here and get it done. Let's have a look from the rear view of Lance Stroll. You can see K-Mag all over him, having a little look. He's having a little look, is K-Mag. He's going to be in a good position down the start-finish straight, and he's trying to have a go. Obviously, he's on very aggressive manoeuvres as well. Coming back up the hill. Let's go back from a K-Mag point of view. See what we can do. Should we see what it's like in helmet cam? Oh my god, he's really, really behind. But we've caught Albon as well, so we do need to get this move done as soon as possible. We're going to keep deploying that battery to put us in a good position as K-Mag is having a look up the inside of Lance Stroll. Doesn't quite get it done. He is saying in clean air he would be faster, so let's get him in that clean air and get this move done, please, K-Mag. As deploying the battery, Lance Stroll does have DRS as well, and Lance Stroll is just gonna get that one done. We should be able to get a move through Lance Stroll, because Stroll's also going to get held up by Albon, which means Alonso, Hamilton and Perez are going to get away from us. But he just needs to get this move done as soon as he can, as we've used up all of Pourchaire's battery. He's still on the back of Ocon, can't really manage to get past him as well. But how's Pourchaire's? He's got high confidence. Nah, not keen on changing anything of that. But come on, make these tyres count, K-Mag. Get past this Canadian. He's a chump. He's a rubbish F1 driver. We all know it. We all know it. He's awful. He's absolutely awful. Oh yes, go on K-Mag. He's getting it done. Pourchaire overtakes Ocon at the same time as well. And we should make light work of Alexander Albon, who's finding himself up in 4th in that Williams, which is an impressive drive from him. As the battery is looking drained. Okay, we'll get him off there. Now we should be able to do an easy pass here on Albon in the DRS zone. Coming around the final corner. Albon's right behind him. Oh, so we're right behind Albon. He's deploying a bit of battery. You can see we now have DRS. Come on, K-Mag. Get this done. Get this done. Go on, attack. Attack. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. He's going to have the outside for the first corner, but he's going to get it done easily. Look at that for pace. Unbelievable stuff from K-Mag. Up into 4th, and that is Sergio Perez in the distance in 3rd, who we are now hunting down. And I said we were hunting down Sergio Perez. It's one lap later, and we're in the DRS of Sergio Perez, and we've got a bit of battery to play with as well. So, again, it should be a relatively easy pass here if we can get this done. On to the podium, this would put us ahead of the Red Bull as K-Mag going around the inside this time, gets it done. He'll have the inside on the next corner, have the traction to just pull away if you can, K-Mag. Go on. Go on. Right, we're going to deploy our battery and get this move done as we come around that corner. The Red Bull just can't keep up. These soft tyres are absolutely flying for us right now, and we are in such a good position. Pourchaire's got a couple of places as well as he overtakes Gasly while we're watching K-Mag overtake Perez. It's all happening, and I'm running out of voice, and I can't show you everything, and all I can do is apologise about that. But Magnussen now hunting down Hamilton and Alonso. What are the lap times looking like? Lap in a second a lap quicker than Alonso, who's in fresh air. It's going to be touch and go with the tyres for us, I think. But there are not many laps to go. 5 laps to go with 5 seconds behind. So we need to pass Hamilton pretty quickly, to be honest. And pass him quickly we have, because in that home straight with DRS, it was light work of the Mercedes. And we get through. Lovely stuff. So I think we're just going to run out. Alonso starts the last lap. We start our last lap. And this is going to be 2.7 seconds, a bit too much. We put loads of time in between us and Lewis Hamilton, though. So second place looks pretty good. We're even going to drop our tyres off a little bit because we've been pushing quite hard. Théo Pourchaire back into the points as well. 4 seconds off Sainz, so I think we can ask him to just ease off as well and just make sure that everything is back in order, as Théo Pourchaire's had a great race up to 10th. K-Mag looks like he's going to be finishing second behind Fernando Alonso, who's had a storming Grand Prix. I just want to make sure that gets back into the green so that we don't mess anything up here. We could also deploy our battery for K-Mag, might as well, as it's the last lap. And it's been a fantastic race. Fantastic race. I thought we were out of it at one point, but the strategy worked. And we've put ourselves in a really, really good position as K-Mag's tyres just dip into the useless territory. And he's used up all of his battery as well, so we'll just put that into neutral. And he's going to come round the final 2 corners to take home second place for Haas, which is a monumental achievement. We are going places this season. Absolutely superb from K-Mag and the team. It is wonderful, as it is Alonso first, Magnussen second, Hamilton third, Perez and Verstappen get 4th and 5th. There is a bit of a battle for 6th, but I think Albon's going to easily get that one. And Théo Pourchaire, we're going to watch him come in and get the final solitary point of the Grand Prix. A really good race from him. A poor qualifying, but he made up for it in the race. And that is absolutely superb there. Great race for Haas. Come on. So a lovely, lovely finish. K-Mag gaining 8 places in that one and getting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well. Superb. 19 points for Haas and K-Mag there. And Théo Pourchaire up 4 places to 10th. Really, really good. He wasn't too far off his teammate. 0.3 of a second off his teammate for fastest lap as well. So really, really good stuff. In the drivers then, it pushes K-Mag up into 6th with 57 points, closing on Carlos Sainz and going ahead of George Russell. Théo Pourchaire stays 10th, 16 points there, an extra one for him. In the constructors, we stay 5th, but only 3 points off Mercedes now, which is massive. That is huge. We are very much a part of this sort of best of the rest now, and that is wonderful to see. And if we keep putting performances in like that with K-Mag, and as Théo Pourchaire gets better, there could be double podiums potentially. I don't want to get too carried away, but there could be. And then into the pit stops again, we get the 2 fastest pit stops of the Grand Prix. Lots of maximum points for us there. We're taking a commanding lead in that. But yeah, lovely stuff. And Théo Pourchaire obviously unlucky, losing 2 seconds to that incident there, which came with tightening the tyres. So that's what they couldn't do well in that one. But lovely, lovely stuff. And to top it all off, our new side pod design is complete as well. So obviously we did have to come into that. Oh, we've got a talent in F3. We've noticed Oliver Gray has a lot of potential. Currently in 11th place in the F3. Okay, hopefully he's looking good. We'll keep an eye on him. We've got our scouts out looking at other people at the moment. But yeah, destroyed, destroyed, destroyed. So we are getting through quite a lot of components actually at the moment. But we did get... Have we got any space to manufacture? No. I do want to upgrade our factory to the level 3 as soon as we can. We have 1 position to research. But how are we doing financially? So cost cap is normally... So it's basically this number to take away from this number. So 74.5 minus 12.2. Call that 12.5. We're looking at, what, 62? 62 million left. That's not a lot, according that we haven't bought any engines, which cost 5 million a pop. So we may sacrifice Monaco and not do very well in Monaco at all. But with 7 million in the bank, that upgrading that factory would be very useful. 11 million we need for that. Wow, okay, that's going to be quite a hefty investment. But there we go, lovely, lovely stuff. We do need actually to manufacture, before I end the video, we do need to manufacture some car parts, but we can't. That's what I just looked at, isn't it? Because we're full. We've got 32 days, 10 days, and 21 days. Okay. That's... well, yeah, I need the chassis. That's the problem. I do need chassis. Monaco, I'm worried we're going to write off car parts in Monaco, but I'll have to deal with that after. Right, we will be back for the next episode in... oh, I said Canada, didn't I? Which is only one race time. So maybe we'll go a bit further. Let's count back from Abu Dhabi. 1, 2, 3, 4... would be 4 offline, would then be Qatar. Oh no, because I want to do Singapore as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we could do 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back for Silverstone, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back for Singapore, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back from Yas Island, I think, in Abu Dhabi. I don't know. We'll see how it's going, see if there's any big news to bring you up to speed on and stuff like that. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Please do leave a like, subscribe, and give me a comment down below for interaction and for the algorithm. It would be lovely. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.